Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Glacial Geek Battle Report. I am Phil the Glacial Geek, coming to you here from Casa de Nick, where I'm about to fight a 2,000-point battle between my Dark Angels and Taz, Adeptus Mechanicus. So the story that we've got going on here is that the Adeptus Mechanicus were conducting an archaeological site and unearthing some archeotech from possibly in the Heresy era, and the Dark Angels got word that they may have been coming across some information about possible Dark Angel dealings during the Heresy, and they needed to make sure that they did not find anything that had to do with the Fallen. So the Dark Angels arrived, asked them to leave, and of course the servants of Mars were not going to let that go, and decided, no, we're going to stay here and we are going to excavate it. So the Dark Angels decided they couldn't take the risk and decided to prosecute a battle to drive them off the planet and find out if that information truly is about the Fallen or not. So that's the story that we've got going on. We are going to be playing the mission from the Grand Tournament 2021 packet called Overrun. So there's 6 objectives, one in the building here, one in the middle over here, one over here, and the same over there on my opponent's side. If you hold 2 objectives at the beginning of your command phase, starting in command phase number 2, you score 5 points. If you hold 3, you score 10 points or additional 5 points. And if you control more than your opponent, you score an additional 5 points for a total of 15 points maximum. We also have our secondary objectives. I have chosen Stubborn Defiance, which is a Dark Angel trait. I've chosen Oath of Moment, a Space Marine one, and I have chosen Retrieve Octarius Data. My opponent has chosen Raise the Banners High, Engage on All Fronts, and Eradication of Flesh, which is a Ad Mech specific ones. He gets points if he kills more infantry units than I kill vehicle units during a turn, until he doesn't have any more vehicle units left, and then he can't score any more points. So that is the story. That is the mission. Before we go any further, let's show you the 2 armies that are going to be fighting it out. So for the Dark Angels, I'll be running 2 detachments, a patrol detachment and a vanguard detachment. Leading off the patrol detachment, we have a Talon Master. We have a 5-man infiltrator squad. We have a 5-man tactical squad. We have a 9-man Hellblaster squad. We have a 5-man Eradicator squad, an Invader ATV, and a Ravenwing Apothecary. Then for the Vanguard detachment, it will be a Deathwing Vanguard detachment. Leading it off, we have Azrael. We have a Blade Guard Ancient. We have a 5-man Deathwing Terminator squad. And last but not least, we have a 10-man Deathwing Terminator squad. And for the Ad Mech, he'll be running a Battalion detachment and an Outrider detachment. Leading off the Outrider detachment, we have a Manipulus. We have 2 5-man Cerberus Raiders. We have a 7-man squad of Taraxi Sterilizers. We have 2 3-man Iron Strider Ballistari. And for the battalion leading it off, we have a Manipulus and a Marshal. We have a 19-man Vanguard squad and 2 20-man Ranger squads. We have a 5-man Sikaran Ruststalker squad. We have a squad of Servitors. We have a 10-man Electro Priest squad. And last but not least, we have 2 Archeocopter Fusiliers. All right, going over deployment here for the Dark Angels, I have my 5-man Terminator squad back over here. I've got my Eradicators over here, along with my 10-man Terminator squad in the front there. I've got Azrael. I've got the Blade Guard Ancient. I've got my Ravenwing Apothecary. I've got my Hellblasters. I've got my Talon Master. I've got a 5-man tactical squad and my ATV over here, all in a big old chunk. And then I've got my infiltrators over here. Going over deployment for the Ad Mech, we've got the 2 flyers over on this side, along with the Ruststalkers. We've got the Taraxi Sterilizers back over here, along with 1 squad of the Cerberus Raiders. We then have a 2nd squad of Cerberus Raiders over here. We've got all them troops all up in here. So the 3 squads of, so we got the 1 squad of Vanguard, the 2 squads of Rangers. We then have the 3 characters in the middle and the 2 squads of the Ballistari over on this side. I got them right, man. I can't believe I remembered that all. My opponent does have his Servitors and the Electro Priests in Deep Strike. So that is deployment. We will now roll off to see who will go first. 4-1, so it will be Dark Angels here on turn 1. Movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn 1. These guys just kind of spread out over here. to keep back his deep strikers. My Eradicators advanced. I rolled a 4, and then I wanted to try to get a little bit more, so I spent a CP to get more, and then I rolled a 2. So they are not going to be in range of the Flyers like I was hoping they were going to be. The Hellblasters just moved up over here. My Ravenwing Apothecary, the ATV, and the Talonmaster are all advanced, but they're Ravenwing, so they can shoot if they have targets to this turn. My Terminators advanced, rolled a 6 on their advance, so they shoot up the board. Azrael moved up, as did the Banner guy. These guys moved back into cover over here, and these guys moved up over there into that deployment, into that quarter, and they are going to do retrieve Oculus data. So that is going to be it for the movement phase. Oh, I should say that my opponent did scout up with his dogs over here and his dogs over here, and then these squads of Rangers just shuffled up their 3 inches that they get. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, so my ATV is now going to start us off in shooting into the back flyer over there. We're going to go with the multi-meltas first. Get back your dice. -1 to hit for both the advance and for being a flyer. So these are going to be hitting on 4s. I'm going to spend a CP to re-roll that. Nope, so that's going to be 1 hit. Strength 8, looking for a 3 to wound. That is a wound. AP -5, so that's going to go straight. Oh, he has a 6-up invul save? Nope, so then it's going to be D6 damage, doing 3 damage. And then I've got the bolters there. That's going to be 3 hits. No wounds. So now my Hellblasters can see his flyer on there. Because he's an aircraft, I don't. This is not going to obscure him over there, so they're going to fire into them. I am going to supercharge, and I did spend 2 CP on Weapons of the Dark Age, so this is going to be 9 shots, hitting on plus -1, so they're going to be hitting on 4s. Rerolling everything because of Azrael giving them the Chapter Master reroll. Dropping dice all over the place over here. All right, the drop dice over here. So those are going to be hits. So 1 guy will be dead, but everything else will hit, which is nice. These are going to be strength 8, so wounding on 3s, rerolling 1s because of the Talon Master over there. All right, so that is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at AP -4. So that's going to be enough. He will be dead. Does he explode? No, he does not. He does not have a 6-up invul save. We checked, but he had failed it anyway, so we didn't bother saying before. So boop, he did. All right, so now my Talon Master is going to fire into them. He did advance, but he has the Arbiter's Gaze, which means he always hits on 2s regardless. So this is going to be the twin heavy bolters hitting on 2s. All right, no rerolls because he's not core. And then strength 5s looking for 3s to wound. That is going to be 4 wounds at AP -2. Because it's Devastator Doctrine. So looking for 6-up saves. Failing 4 of them. So that's going to be 4 dead, 2 damage apiece. They do have a 5-up invul save, but they failed all of them anyway. So now we're going to do the twin assault cannons. No rerolls here. And then strength 6, their toughness 4, right? The doggies. So these are going to be looking for 3s. Alrighty, so that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at AP -2. So this 5-up invul save. Just taking the 1 damage. And then my these dude bros over here are within range of the Rust Stalkers over there. 1 guy is. So he is going to have his 1 shot here, hitting on 4s because he advanced. That is not going to be a hit. All right, so that's going to be it for the Dark Angel's turn here. We'll come back to you after movement phase for the Ad Mech here on turn 1. This guy actually failed his leadership test, so he ran away. Movement phase for the Ad Mech here on turn 1. These guys stayed still over here. The Traxi also stayed still over there. These doggos came from over here over to this side so that they're within 3 inches of the objective over here. These chicken walkers moved around over this way. Troops all kind of shuffled around. These guys came out over here. They're super buffed up with all the fun stuff that Ad Mech do. And those guys started to come around the corner over there. The characters kind of shuffled around back over here. One of them stayed still for sure because he's doing an action to change the thing that he can do. I don't know. It's Ad Mech doing Ad Mech things. So Artisans is what it's called. So it'll change it from like fall back and shoot to +1 strength is what he can do. The Marshal back over here is starting to raise the banners, as is the Taraxi, as are these Dubros over there. His flyer, as you and me see, is over there. He actually flew across the board over my Hellblasters and then off the board. So when he flew over the Hellblasters, he is going to drop the bomb. So Here it goes. He rolls a d6 for every model in that unit. So there's 8 guys that are left in that unit because I blew up one guy during my shooting phase. So now he is going to roll. Every 4+ is a mortal wound. Wow, that's a fair number there. So that's going to be 5 mortal wounds over there. They are in range of the apothecary there, so it's going to be looking for 6-up saves. Showing them fell faces. None of them. So that means 2.5 guys are going to be dead. Let's see if the 2 guys that died can shoot when they die because of the banner. They will. So then they're going to fire their shots into the only things that they can see, because he specifically mentioned that he moved the flyer first, and since you do it when it moves, but I didn't want to do it off camera because I figured you guys wanted to see this. These guys had not been out in the open yet. No one had been out in the open yet. So the only things they can shoot are going to be into the Dubros back over there. So they're going to have 2 shots here, hitting on 2s because they did not move this movement phase. Rerolling because of Azrael. Nope, that's 2 hits. Looking for supercharge, of course, because they're already dead anyway. Looking for 2s to wound. Rerolling 1s because of the Talon Master. Okay, not meant to be. That is going to be 1 at AP minus 4. 5-up invul save. No, so that will be 1 dead. All right, so starting off the shooting phase, his Ballistari here are going to fire into my infiltrators over here. I spent 1 CP on transhuman, so these are going to be hitting on 3s. Okay, reroll 1s. Okay, so that's going to be 4 hits. Looking for 4s to wound because of transhuman. Okay, I mean, that's how you take care of transhuman. AP minus 3. So these are going to be looking for 6-up saves. Showing them fill faces. Getting 1 fill face. So the first one that failed there will go down to 0 because of the gauntlet. But then the others are D3 plus 3. So that's going to kill 2 more guys. And now these other 3 are going to go fire into my eradicators over here. So these are going to be hitting on 3s. Re-rolling 1s, so not 2s. And then these are going to be wounding on 3s because they're tough 5, because they're chunky boys. All right, so that's going to be 3 wounds over there. 3 4-up invul saves because of Azrael within 6 inches of him over there. Making 1 of those. I'm going to spend a CP to re-roll 1. Nope. Okay, so that's going to be 2 that go through. So the first one is D3. Is going to be 4 damage. Looking for 6-up, feel no pains. Nope, nothing there. And the next one is going to be 6 damage over here. Looking for 6-ups. I'm making only 1, so that's going to be 2 that are dead. Will they? They'll shoot, obviously. Well, we'll roll, see if they can. 1 will. They're out of range. All right, so the squad inside of the building over here, the Rangers, right? The Rangers, yeah, are going to fire into my Terminators. My opponent spent, well, it would be 2 CP to turn their heavy weapons into rapid fire weapons, but they get a discount because of the Artisans back over there, making it only 1 CP. So these are going to be just like a gajillion shots that are coming in over here. So these are going to be hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s. Re-rolling the 1s. All right, so these are strength 4, toughness 4, looking for 4s to wound. Rerolling 1s. Rerolling them 1s. All right, so that's 26 wounds into them over here. So we're going to start with it onto my storm shields over there. So these are going to be looking for 3-up saves. 9 at a time because I got 3 there. Ooh, that one hurts real bad. 6-up, feel no pains. None of them there, so that's going to be 1 guy dead and 1 guy down to 1 wound. So we've got another 4 3-ups. All right, 6-up. Oh, he feels good. 4 at a time. They're good. I'll take that one. Failed another 2. 6-up, feel no pains. Nope. So that's going to be 2 wounds left. And 2 wounds left on 1 guy left. 1 guy there. Failing 1. 6-up. Nope. 1 at a time, unfortunately now. Good. And then good. And then the other squad back there is going to fire into them as well. These ones are heavy, though. They don't have the rapid fire, so there's going to be 40 shots from them. Hitting on 4s, right? 3s, because they have they ignore the penalty for movement. Rerolling 1s. And then 4s again to wound. Rerolling 1s to wound. All right, so it's going to be 20 wounds onto them over here. So we still got to go one at a time, unfortunately, on the one guy that's still alive there. 3 ups. He is good. Good. He's good. He is good.
Oh, get it?
No, that's going to go down. 6 up, feel no pain. No, so he's going to be down. And the rest are going to be 4 up saves. And then feel no pains. Not feeling 2 of them, but that's still going to be 2 more guys dead. And then we'll see if they can shoot on death. They can. All right, so I'm going to pull the assault cannons over here. They're going to fire into the squad in the building over there. These are going to be hitting on 2s. Rerolling because of Azrael. All right, and then these are going to be wounding on 2s because strength 6, toughness 3. Rerolling 1s because of the Talon Master. All right, so that's going to be 12 wounds over here. AP minus 2 because it's the Devastator Doctrine. Plus 1 because of Lucius, and plus 1 because of being in cover there. So these are going to be 12 4-up saves. Failing 7 of them. So that's going to be 7 dead guys. And now his Cerberus Raiders over here are going to fire into my Terminators. These are going to be hitting on 4s. Hitting on 4s because they advanced. No rerolls on these guys, right?
Nope.
All right. And then these are going to be strength 4, so 4s. So that's going to be 1 wound. AP minus 1, so looking for a 3-up save. They good. Woo! All right, so that's going to be it for the shooting phase. Into the assault phase, these guys are actually going to charge into my guy over here. So will fail, they're raising the banners, but that's he knows. He wants to do. So they're charged this. I'm not going to overwatch. We'll find. My opponent's going to spend a CP to reroll that. We're going to just barely be in. 11 inches probably gets him in. All right, so starting off, we're going to go with the Rust Stalkers over here. They've got 3 base attacks except for the Sergeant or the Princeps, who has 4 attacks. These are going to be hitting on 3s. All right, so strength 5, so looking for 3s to wound. 6s are immortal in addition. Ooh, buddy, that's going to be 3 mortals in addition. And that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 saves I have to make over here. These are going to be
damage 0.
1 second. All right, so these are going to be AP minus 3, so looking for 6-up saves. Come on, show me the fill faces. The Emperor protects. Oh no, not enough. If it was the Gauntlet had saved me 1 more. No, I can't fish for a 6. That's Crazy Town. That's Crazy Town, right? Right, that's Crazy Town? No, I'm not going to do it. They're dead. All right, so that's going to be it for the turn here for the Skitari, for the Adeptus Mechanicus, and the end of the battle round. My opponent does get 2 points for engage on all fronts, and that'll be that. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn 2. Movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn 2. These guys stayed still back over here. These guys moved over here more than 6 inches from the center and are doing my retrieve Oculus data. Over here, these guys just shuffled around the building over here, still within 6 inches of the center. And they brought back, the apothecary brought a guy back. Azrael moved over here. He gave these guys the full rerolls, who moved over here to get line of sight onto them. He stayed back over here on the objective. These guys advanced up over this way. As did my Talon Master over here, who got bumped back into the Devastator Doctrine by Azrael, and then he moved up over this way. So that's going to be it for the movement phase for the Dark Angels. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase. So now my Terminators here are going to start us off by firing into his doggos over this side. So we're going to start with the Stormbolters, hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s because of Azrael. Alrighty then. And that one, thank you, sir. And then these are going to be strength 4, toughness 4, so 4s to wound. That is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wounds over there. AP minus 1, but you're Lucius, so you ignore that. Yeah.
Force.
So 4s to save. Failing 3 of them, so 1.5 are dead. And then we have the assault cannon firing. Hitting on 4s because they moved. Oof, buddy. Rerolling 1s because of Azrael over there. Strength 6, so 3 to wound. That is a wound. AP minus 1, but 4 up. Nope. So now Azrael is going to fire both his profiles into them over here. So we're going to go with the plasma first. That is a hit. That is a wound. AP -4. The 5-up invul. Oh, he makes it. And then the Mastercrafted Bolter. That's a hit. That is not a wound. The Apothecary is going to fire into them with his last hands. I am going to supercharge. No, that's 2 hits with fill faces. 2's to wound. That's going to be 2 wounds. AP -4 because it's Tactical Doctrine, 5-up invuls. Makes 1, fails 1, so 1 more dead. And now my Hellblasters here are going to fire into his Chicken Walkers over here. One guy's in rapid fire range. I am going to supercharge, and I'm going to spend a CP on Weapons of the Dark Age here. So one guy in rapid fire, hitting on 3, re-rolling because of Azrael giving him the full re-rolls. Okay, that's going to be 2 hits. And then the other 5 guys who are not in rapid fire range, re-rolling because of Azrael. Okay, so that's going to be 1 miss, but not a blow up, which is good. These are now strength 8, toughness 6, so 3's to wound. Oh, buddy. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to spend a CP to reroll one of these. That's going to be a wound, so that's going to be 4 wounds over here. They do have an invul save, so 6-up invul save. Makes 1, so 3 are going to go through. 1 will be dead, and 1 will take 3 damage. And then, does he explode? Does he explode? He does not. And now these guys here are going to fire into his Ruststalkers back over there. So it's going to be 3 shots. That's going to be 2 hits. Wounding on 2s. That's 2 wounds. AP minus a lot. 5-up invul save. Makes 1, fails 1. So the 2 damage apiece though. Okay, 1 damage. And then this guy's going to fire into them as well. We'll do the bolters first. Hitting on 3s. Looking for, they're tough 3 or 4? 3, so 3's to wound. That is going to be 3 wounds, AP -1, but they ignore that because of Lucius. So yeah. So it's AP -2 because it's the Tactical Doctrine. So they don't ignore that. So they're going to be at 4-up saves, right?
On him until I go to them.
Because he's got a 4-up base, right?
Yeah.
And it does not ignore AP -2. So it become a 5-up invul save on him, 1 at a time. Makes that one. Does not make that one, and then we got 1 more. That's going to be there and cover there, so it's going to be -2 plus 1. They're going to have -1, so they have a base 3 or base 4. Once again, they've got double cover over there, so that's going to be that's going to be 4. They have a base 4 that gives them double cover, and then -2, so they're going to be at 4-up save. He makes, and then the multi-meltable fire. That's going to be 2 hits. That is 2 wounds. These are AP -4, so 5-up invuls. Or 5-up and everything. Nope, that's going to be a dead guy because it's +2.
1 out of cover.
Makes it. Another Talon Master is going to fire everything into the Taraxi back there. So he did advance, but he always got turned into the Devastator Doctrine, which means Ravenwing can shoot. And he always hits on 2s. So we're going to go with the Heavy Bolter first, hitting on 2s. That is going to be 4 hits. Wounding on toughness 3, so 3's to wound. Oh, buddy. That's going to be 1 wound at AP -2.
5-up.
So 5-up invul. Makes. And then we got the 12 assault cannon shots, hitting on 2s. And then wounding on 2s because of strength 6, toughness 3. So that is going to be 3, 6, 9 at AP -2. So looking for 5s. Makes 1, so that's going to be 2, 4, 6, 8. So 4 guys are dead. All right, so these guys over here, I'm going to spend 2 CP on uncompromising fire to allow them to shoot and not fail their action that they're doing. And they're going to fire into these guys. So we're going to go with the Melta first. That is a hit. That is not a wound. And then Bolter stuffs. And then 4s to wound because they're tough 4. That is going to be 1, 2, 3 at AP -1, but they ignore AP -1, so 4-ups. Failing 2. All right, so into the assault phase, my Hellblasters are going to charge into this guy over here. I need a 9-inch charge to get in. They're in. And then my ATV is going to charge into those guys. He's in. All right, so we're going to start with the ATV over here. He's going to have 4 attacks base, +1 because of the charge, hitting on 3s. All right, these are going to be wounding on 3s. That is going to be 1, 2, 3 wounds. So 3 4-up saves. Fails 2 of them. And now my Hellblasters over here. So they are going to have 19 attacks over here on the charge, hitting on 3s. Rerolling everything because they got that reroll from Azrael. That carries over for the turn. And then these are going to be strength 4, toughness 4, 4s to wound. Okay, so that is going to be 3, 6, 9, 10. AP nothing. So what are these 10 4-up saves?
3 up.
3 up, he has a base 3 up. All right. Base 3 up. Still enough to kill him, so he is dead. All right, so that's going to be it for the Dark Angel's turn here on turn 2. My opponent is going to spend CP to keep those guys alive back there. Oh, I guess these guys does have to take a roll, right? Because they lost 3 guys, so 3 plus 6. He's going to run away. All right. So that's going to be it for the Dark Angel turn here. We will come back to you after movement phase for the Adeptus Mechanicus here on turn 2. Movement phase for the Adeptus Mechanicus here on turn 2. The Taurasi moved on to the objective over here, looking on my ATV. The Ballistari moved around over this way, along with the Manipulus and the 20-man squad over here. They got super buffed, as you can see by those markings over there. The squad inside over here just kind of shuffled around into the building more. This squad moved around the corner over this way. They got +1 strength from the other Manipulus, which I believe is somewhere back over there, along with the Marshal in range of everybody there. The other Ballistari moved down across over this way. The Flyer came back in from reserves, and the Servitors dropped in over here more than 9 inches away from everyone, but in this table quarter because that's what he wants to do. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. He still has his Electro Priests in reserves at this point. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase. So now the Taurasi over here are going to start us off by firing into my ATV. So we're going to go with the pistol first, hitting on 3s. Oh, hitting on 2s. Okay.
The Doctrina.
Because of the Doctrina. You got the +1 to the Doctrina there. So that's going to be 3 hits. Strength 3, so looking for 5s to wound. There's going to be 1 wound at AP nothing. So 3 up save. Of course. And then the Flamers, he's got 2 Flamers left over there. So that's going to be 9 hits. Strength 4, so 5s to wound. That is going to be 1, 2, 3 wounds over there. AP -1. So looking for 4 up saves. Okay, failed another 2. All right, these guys over here are going to fire. 1 can draw line of sight without going over this obscuring terrain into my Banner Bro, who I kept out of 3 inches of other people. And the other one is going to fire into my Eradicators over here. I spent my last CP on Transhuman on them. So let's go. Which one first? We'll go into the Eradicators over here first. -1 because they did advance.
Hitting on 3s.
Hitting on 3s. They hit on 2s normally? Wow.
The Doctrina.
Oh, the Doctrina +1. Yes, of course. So that's going to be 1 hit there. That is going to be a wound. AP -3. So looking for a 6 up save. Yeah, with the Filth Phase! Woo! And then into my Banner Bro over here. That's going to be 2 hits. Oh, no, 1 hit. That's right. That is going to be a wound. 4 up invul save because of Azrael over there. He's good with the Filth Phase. The other Ballistari over here, the 2 that can see him are going to fire into my Dude Bro over here. And then the 1 that can't see him is going to fire into my ATV. So we're going to go with the 2 into my Banner Bro. So
these are 2s.
These are going to be hitting on 2s because they did not advance. So that's going to be 3 hits. Looking for 3s to wound. Oh, no, 4s to wound, but it doesn't make a difference because he does have Transhuman. So that's going to be 3 wounds there. 4 up invul saves because of Azrael. Making 3 of them. I don't have any CP left, so that's just going to be 1 D3 +3. So that's going to be a total of 6 wounds here. Oh, buddy. I think he's only got 5 wounds, so I need to make 2 6-up feel no pains here for him to survive. Show me them Filth Faces. Yeah, with the 2 Filth Faces, he's still alive. And then the 2 shots into my ATV. That's going to be 1 hit, right? 1 second. Rerolling 1s. So that's going to be 2 hits there. Looking for 3s to wound, so that's going to be 1 wound. Reroll because of the 1s there. That's going to be 2 that are going to go there. 5 up invul save because he moved and he is Raven Wing over there. Oh, fail both of them, so he will be dead because it's minimum 3 each. So that's going to be minimum 6 damage. So let's see if he explodes. He does. So he does I think 1 mortal wound? Yeah, so he does 1 mortal wound. All right, so now this squad's going to fire. 6 of them are going to fire into my Blade Guard veteran, and then the rest are going to fire into my Terminators. My opponent did spend 2 CP to make them rapid fire here. So these are going to be the 6 into my Blade Guard veteran, Blade Guard ancient.
2s reroll 1s.
2s hit to hit, rerolling 1s. Alrighty. Excellent. And then these are going to be strength 4, so 4s to wound. Alright, so Ren 2 on these ones, so he's going to be looking for his 4-up invul save because of Azrael over there. Failing 3 of them, so I need 3 6-ups, otherwise he's dead. Show me them fell faces! No, he is dead. And here come the other 14 guys into the Terminators. And then rerolling 1s. Alright, he's going to be wounded on 4s. Rerolling 1s. So 28 wounds onto my Terminators over here. We're looking for 4-up saves because they're AP -2. I'm gonna drop that out of my hand over here. And then we got 6-up, feel no pains. Making another 1. So that's gonna be 1 dead, 2 dead, 3 dead, and 1 with a wound. All right, so now the, what are they called? The Vanguard over here are going to fire into my Hell Blasters. They're Assault 3 each, so there's a ton of shots coming in here. My opponent's gonna spend 1 CP to have them auto wound on 4s. And then he's also gave them the +1 strength with the Manipulus.
+1 wound.
And +1 to +1 Ren. So they're gonna be AP minus what, 2?
1.
Oh, AP -1, strength 4 though, and then 4s to hit are auto wounds. So here we go, hitting on 2s though, because he's got the +1 to hits everywhere because of his canonical. Rerolling 1s. That is all the 4s to hit that became auto wounds, and then these ones are gonna be 4s to wound. That's 49 wounds. I need 4-up saves with the AP -1. So it was not a bad roll, but I still took 20 wounds, so they are dead. And then there are 6 Rangers inside here that can see my tacticals over here. They move, so it's gonna be hitting on 3s because of -1 to hit. And then strength 4, toughness 4, so 4s to wound. 6 wounds at AP -1, so looking for 4-ups. Oh, buddy, failed 4 of them, so that's gonna be 2 dead. All right, so that's gonna be it for the Adeptus Mechanicus here on turn 2. We'll come back to you after movement phase for the Dark Angels on turn 3. Movement for the Dark Angels here. These guys stood still over here and are going to do the retrieve Oculus data. These guys advanced onto the objective back over here. These guys moved up over this way. He moved back around this way, so he's within 3 of them. These guys moved up over here. The Apothecary healed the guy that was wounded and then brought back a guy, and then Azrael moved up behind him. That's all I got left. Not a lot. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. We will come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, the Eradicators over here are going to fire into the Ballistari. They are going to be hitting on 3s because they're all firing into the same squad. They're going to fire twice. So 3s to hit, rerolling everything because of Azrael. Okay, that's going to be 5 hits. Wounding on 3s. That is going to be 3 wounds at AP -5 at this point. So they have their 6-up invul saves. Make none of them there. So the first one does 2 damage. Next one does 3, so then this will kill a guy. Does he explode? He does not. Stormbolters from my Terminators into his squad over there. 3s to hit, rerolling 1s because of Azrael being there. All right, not bad. These are now strength 4, toughness 3, so 3s to wound. That is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. AP -1 because it's tactical doctrine, but he's Lucius and all that fun stuff, so they're going to be end up being what, a 2-up armor save with everything that they've got on the buffs there, and he also took the canonical to give him +1 armor. So yeah, he's gonna have 9 2-ups, so 1 will die. My Apothecary is gonna fire into the Ballistari over there, not gonna supercharge. That is 1 hit. That is not a wound. And then Azrael's gonna fire both his profiles, plasma hits, plasma wounds, AP -4, 5, because it's the tactical doctrine. Nope, so that's going to be 2 damage. And then the bolter portion does hit. Oops, does not move. All right, so now my Talon Master is going to put heavy bolters, twin heavy bolters into the sterilizers, and then he's going to put assault cannon into these guys. So we're going to go with the heavy bolters, hitting on 2s. Wounding on 3s. That is going to be 4 at AP -1. But he ignores that as Lucius, so he's down to at a 4 up, or 3 up because of the +1. Right?
It'd be a 4 up, but 2 damage, so I don't get the...
Oh, 2 damage, so he doesn't get the +1. So these are going to be looking for 4 ups. Failing 2 of them. And then doing assault cannon to these guys. Hitting on 2s, that's all hits. Toughness 3.
Yep.
All right, so 2s to wound. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 at AP -1.
5 ups.
11 5 ups. No, they're dead. All right, that's going to be it for the Dark Angels. We have 1 leadership test over there. Nope, he's good to go. And that is going to be it. So we will come back to you after a movement phase for the Adeptus Mechanicus here on turn 3. All right, movement phase for the Adeptus Mechanicus here on turn 3. This guy flew from there, but he can turn midway. So once he went over the Talon Master, he turned back over this way. So he will be dropping his bombs. We'll do that in a second. We got these guys dropped in at the end of the turn over here, more than 9 inches away from me over here. He shuffled onto the objective over there. He is going to be raising the banners. These guys, he used the what is it called? Solar Flare to pick up this squad of Vanguard and drop them over here on the objective. And the Ballistari moved around over this way. The Marshal advanced up over this way. These guys stayed in the building over here and on the objective, and then these guys just moved up. Everyone kind of just shuffled around over that way. So that's going to be it for the move phase. At the end here, we will do the bomb drops over here. Because he's a vehicle, he rolls 6 dice onto him. Doing 4 mortal wounds onto him. Pretty brutal. And then we're going to start off the shooting phase with his Electro Priest with the shooty fingers shooting into my Talon Master over here, since he is the closest they can do it. Hitting on 3s. All right, so there were 4 6s as well, which gave him 3 hits per. So that's a lot of hits that are coming here. Strength, what is it? 5. So looking for 5s to wound. So that was 10 wounds onto him over there. AP -1, so I'm looking for 4 up saves. Failing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can't even re-roll to save him there. So he is dead. Does he explode? No, he does not. All right, so now his Vanguard over here are going to fire into my Eradicators. My opponent is going to spend 1 CP to allow them to auto wound on 4s to hit. So these are going to be hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s. And then re-rolling 1s to hit. So those are all the wounds already, and then we are wounding on Strength 3, right? So looking, 4s, but still 5s to wound because they are tough 5.
Re-rolling 1.
Re-rolling 1s. All right, so that's gonna be 36 wounds into them at AP -1, but I had spent, 1 CP on unyielding in the face of the foe, which on a Gravis unit allows them to get +1 to saves against damage 1 weapons. So these are going to be looking for 3 up saves. Whew. All right, that was a pretty good roll there with 2 3s though, so my CP only gave me 2 extra wounds. These are now going to be 6 up, feel no pains. Making 2 of them there, but that's still going to be 1 dead guy, 2 dead guy, and 1 with 1 wound left. So I guess the CP helped there. And now that squad over here is going to fire into the Terminators. My opponent did spend 2 CP to make them rapid fire 2. So these are going to be hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s. Re-rolling 1s. And then these are going to be wounding on 4s, re-rolling 1s. Re-rolling 1s. 31 wounds at AP -2. I don't know why I picked these all up because I got to do them separately on the Storm Shields over here. I spent all this time picking up the dice and I need to do it separate on the Storm Shield guy. So he's going to have +1 to his armor there, -2, so he's going to be looking for 3 up saves. Make all but 1. Oh, feel no pain. Nope, he felt that. He felt that. That's going to be too good. That's too good. Oh, baby. That is going to be another wound. And he feels it. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Be the champion I need you to be. Be the champion. Oh, no. Feel no pain. No, he felt that pain. So the rest of these are going to be 4 ups. Dropped one around there. Okie dokie. 4 ups. And then these are going to be 6 up, feel no pains. Making 3 of them, that's not bad. So 1 and 2/3 of another guys are dead. Battlestar over here are going to fire into my apothecary now that he took them, that unit down to 2 left. 3s to hit, and then strength 9, so 3s to wound. That is going to be 3 wounds. 4 up invul save because of Azrael over there, because he is a biker. Making 2 of them, so that's going to be D3 plus 3, so that's going to be 4 total. 6 up, feel no pains. He's good on 1, so he's going to take 3 damage. And then the other Battlestar are also going to fire into him over there. He doesn't like my guys coming back, apparently. Hitting on 3s.
2 hits.
So 2 hits. That is going to be 1 wound. 4 up invul save. No, that's... I've already spent my CB. Nope, it's going to go through. 3, so that's going to be a total of 6 damage over here. Pretty good. I need to make 5 6s. No, I made 1, so he is dead. And now his flyer here is going to fire everything into my tactical squad. So 16 shots hitting on 3s. Strength 4, 4s to wound. So that's going to be 3 armor saves over here.
And that will be my turn.
3 up saves. Making 2, so 1 is wounded. All right, so that's going to be the end of the Ad Mech turn here. My guy over here did lose 2, and I had to take out the sergeant, so it's going to be 2 plus 4, 6. He's good to go. So that's going to be it for the Adeptus Mechanicus turn here on turn 3. We'll come back to you after a movement phase for the Dark Angels on turn 4. Movement phase for the Dark Angels. These guys stayed on the objective back over here. These guys shuffled around to get some line of sight onto those guys. Azrael and my Terminators moved up over this way, and my Eradicator stood still. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, so we're going to start over here. My Melted guy is going to fire into him. We're going to go with the, he stood still, so it's +1, -1 because he's a flyer. So 3s to hit. That is not a hit. And then we've got 3 bolters hitting on 2s. That is going to be no wound. And then my Eradicator is going to fire the Ballistari back over there. 2 shots since he's firing it. Hitting on 2s because he did not move. That's going to be 2 hits. Wounding on 3s. That is, I'm going to spend a CP to reroll this. So that's going to be 2 wounds. 6 up saves. No, fails them. So the first one is going to do 5 damage, kill a guy. And the second one is going to do 1. Sorry, I already spent the CP. So he's going to take that. Does the other guy explode? No, he does. So that's going to be 1 single mortal wound to everybody over there. And then Azrael's going to fire both profiles into the Ballistari over there. Plasma first. That is not a hit because he's firing both profiles. But that bolter is a hit. That is not a wound. These guys are the Storm Bolters are going to fire into the Electro Priest over there. That is going to be hitting on 3s because they did move to get into sight there. Toughness 3. So 3s to wound. That is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wounds over here. AP nothing because it is turn 4, so I have to be in the tactical doctrine. Assault doctrine. Making 2 saves, so that's going to be feel no pains on them now. Nope, they feel all that pain, so that's going to be 5 dead guys. And then the Terminators are going to fire into the Marshal over here, who had to come out to give his buffs to everybody. So hitting on 3s because they moved. All right. Wounding on toughness 3, so 3s to wound. That is going to be 4 wounds at AP nothing. 4 3-ups, 4 something. Yep, 3-up saves. Oh, it makes all but 1. All right, that's going to be it for the Dark Angels turn here. I think these guys just have to take a leadership test, right? Because they lost 5. So 5 plus 1, they're good to go. So that is going to be it for the Dark Angels here on turn 4. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Adeptus Mechanicus on turn 4. All right, movement phase for the Adeptus Mechanicus here on turn 4. These guys moved up over this way, or these guys advanced up this way. He just kind of shuffled on the objective there, and he's going to raise the banners, which will be the 4th banner that he has raised over here. These guys moved along here to get some line of sight down over this way. These guys stood still. Yeah, they just stood still back there, as did everyone else These guys in here stood still. The Marshal moved back over there to get protection after getting shot. He's like, oh no, I hate that. So moved over there. And these guys just kind of shuffled up over this way. Traxxas stayed on the objective there, and then the Flyer moved up over this way. Or he turned, moved, and then turned again, and then drops a bomb onto my Eradicator on a 4+. No, so he will be alive for now. So that's going to be it for movement phase. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, so starting off, these two guys are going to fire into my tactical squad over here. That is going to be 3 hits. Wounding on 2s, that is going to be 3 wounds. AP -3. So looking for 3 fill faces. None. So they are, well, the first one's going to be a dead guy. And then technically it's Mended 3. I keep forgetting that they're Adeptus Mechanicus. Battlestar over there is going to fire into Azrael over here. That is going to be 1 hit, right? That's 1 hit. That is going to be a wound though for an invul save. No, I'm going to fail that. I got no CP, so this is going to be D3 +3 +2, so that's going to be 5 damage. So now the squad of Rangers here is going to fire into my Terminators. 3s rerolling 1s. And then these are rerolling 1. And then looking for 4s to wound, rerolling 1s. That's 21 wounds into my Terminators over here. AP -2, ignoring cover. So these are all going to be 4-up saves. No, they are way dead. And now these guys are going to fire into Azrael over here. They're going to be auto wounding on 4s with a CP there. Rerolling 1s. Before we roll for wounds, there's at least 12 that are auto wounds. Oh look, he's dead. Alrighty, so that's going to be it for the Adeptus Mechanicus turn here on turn 4, and that's where we're going to call it, because I've got literally just my squad of Terminators back over here, and I've got this dude bro in the middle there. So the reason he's not shooting at this dude bro is, as he was talking about, he's like in a tournament kind of setting, which we're playing, you know, match play, so we want to go through it. He would leave him alive so that he has another turn where he could kill an infantry unit to get the eradication of flesh thing, so you could get that, which would be pretty good for him to be able to do that. So he would leave him alive there for tournament purposes. So we left him there for this purposes. So at the end, I would still score 4 for Oath, which is great. And then at the beginning of my turn 5, I would complete all of the I would get the 15 max for Stubborn Defiance. So I would probably max out on Oath. And I think I would probably max out on Oath, but that's about it. That's all I'm going to get, because I don't think I'm going to get any more, because I can't get him within 6 inches into that table quarter to get my last retrieve Octarius data, and I've got nobody on the objectives right now. I've got 1 objective held, which doesn't give me any points for that. So it is a clear victory for the Adeptus Mechanicus here. Man, they are brutal. They've just got so many tricks and so many different things that they can do. They're brutal to try to take down. And if you falter a few, like I think like my turn 2, I had like a bit of a faltering with some of the things that I was targeting that didn't quite kill what I needed to. And if you do that against the Adeptus Mechanicus, they capitalize on it so well that it just becomes very hard to dig yourself back from that. So, but man, a ton of fun. I think that's the first time my 10-man Terminator squad has been fully wiped out. Usually there's like 1 or 2 guys that are just really annoying people at the end of the day there. But a ton of fun. It was really cool to see the Adeptus Mechanicus on the table and see what they can do, which is a whole lot. So, I hope you guys have all enjoyed this. I certainly have. I have been Phil, the Glacial Geek. As always, my opponent's been Todd. And until next time, stay safe and have fun.